The Jewish people in Prussia had a tough time. Sometimes things were good, they were accepted, and their work was appreciated. But other times, things were bad. There was a lot of prejudice against them, and sometimes they were even forced to leave their homes. We're going to look at two times when this happened. In 1772, when Frederick the Great was in charge, and in 1885, when Otto von Bismarck was the leader. By looking at these times, we can see how hard it was to be Jewish in Prussia. These weren't just one-off events, they were part of a bigger problem of prejudice against Jewish people. We'll even look at stories like Gerson Bleichroeder, a Jewish banker who helped pay for Prussia's wars but was still treated like an outsider. And we'll talk about how Jewish people served in the army but then weren't allowed to be officers after 1871. Frederick the Great ruled Prussia for a long time, from 1740 to 1786. He's sometimes called an enlightened despot. That means he had all the power, but he tried to be fair and reasonable. He was pretty open-minded about religion for his time. He even said something like, "Everyone can get to heaven their own way." That sounds like he was okay with Jewish people practicing their religion, but even though he said those things, he didn't always treat Jewish people very well. He often used them to help the Prussian economy grow, but he also didn't really trust them. He thought they might cause trouble. So he was nice sometimes, and mean other times. In 1772, Prussia took over part of Poland called West Prussia. Lots of Jewish people lived there. Frederick was worried about having so many Jewish people in West Prussia. He thought they might hurt the economy. So he made rules to make their lives harder, and eventually he forced about 9,000 to 10,000 of them to leave. They had to leave their homes and everything they owned. Families were split up and whole communities were destroyed. It was a terrible time for the Jewish people of West Prussia. Later on, Otto von Bismarck became the leader of Prussia, and then of all of Germany. He really wanted to make Germany strong and united. He didn't trust anyone who wasn't German, like Jewish people and Polish people. He thought they might weaken Germany. Bismarck used people's fears about outsiders to help himself politically. He made laws that were unfair to Jewish and Polish people, making it harder for them to vote and earn money. In 1885, Bismarck forced about 30,000 people out of eastern Prussia. Most of them were Polish or Jewish. This time, it wasn't about religion. Bismarck wanted everyone in Prussia to be German. He wanted everyone to speak German and have German traditions. He made people leave their homes, even if they had lived in Prussia their whole lives. It was a terrible thing to do, and people all over the world were angry about it.